Hi, and thanks for joining me. This is the first installment, the first episode of Restorative Gentle Movement. And I've been asked by several people to include some workouts, so to speak, that are actually healing and restorative and good for the body in the way of natural movement, in the way of healing from issues, recovery from hard workouts, things like that. And that's really where my heart lies. When I used to teach yoga, I used to teach mainly restorative. And so this is a combination of different styles of movement and breath work that's designed to open up dormant areas and relieve tension and help you recover if you are an active, advanced practitioner of exercising. Maybe some high intensity training's got you a little bit sore and you need a good relaxing workout, or maybe you're brand new to fitness and you just want to ease in gradually and get some natural movement first before inducing any resistance training or cardiovascular work. So no matter what level you are, basically, you can do this workout, and I'm going to show you how. All you're going to need is a mat and possibly a step stool or some sort of a low stool. I've got a little wooden stool here. Or maybe stack up some pillows really high if you're comfortable with that. But the first exercise I'm going to have you in is reminiscent of how humans, mainly in third world countries, not so much in America anymore, are squatting. Okay, so squatting nice and low is very important to functionality. Now, we get out of the habit of that where we start to squat on our toes like I'm showing you here. And so a way to remind your body how to get back into that nice heel down deep squat is by starting with a low stool or a low chair. Maybe a chair is as far as you're going to go, and that's fine too. So I want you to set yourself up on this nice little stool on your mat in a nice quiet space. And let's just go through a gentle routine that I think you'll really like. And I think this will be the first of many episodes to come that you're going to get a lot out of, not only relaxing wise, but also body mechanics wise, okay? So we're gonna keep it nice and simple, just starting first. Open up those legs nice and deep so it's as if your heels are pretty close to the stool or the chair. And what you're gonna do is just get that spine as straight as you can. You can use your knees to kind of leverage yourself to help pull yourself up to a nice high position here. And we're just going to start with breath. Just notice your breath, okay? Take notice of if it's shallow or if it's deep or if you tend to breathe more up into your upper chest. I'd like you to just notice it first. And then see if you can make subtle changes. Like instead of breathing only with your upper chest, place your hand on your abdomen right around where your rib cage is, and just feel if you can expand there slightly. And then relax. Perhaps taking both hands around the rib cage and see if you can expand that breath into your hands. And then relax the breath. Now keep that inhale of awareness, but now your exhale, let's work on actually compressing inward. So it's almost like you're narrowing the body and coming together with the rib cage as you push the breath out. So we start to expand the midsection, inhale, and contract the midsection at exhaling. We're toning the organs of the body. We're toning those muscles that surround the organs, and we're helping to move things along. So keep that breath going. We're creating space. A lot of times when we slouch and we slump forward and we start to over time come down like this, we compress those organs. They don't work as well. The pancreas, the gallbladder, the liver, the intestines, they get compressed. So let's create space. And then let it go, but keep that space. So every breath we get an expansion. And then that narrowing, that contraction, tightening the core, pushing the breath out. And this is just making space and keeping space, but then tightening the abdominal muscles slightly. So I want you to reach your hands out, palms facing up on top of your knees. Keep your breath going. And feel kind of grounded here. Let your weight of your body sink down into your hips, sink down into your heels. Inhaling and exhaling. Just enjoy a quiet moment. And some gentle movements with our back as we do the breath. Hold on to the knees. And this time, as you round your back, this is kind of counterintuitive to what you might normally do, like in a cat-cow, in a traditional kind of a back stretch where you kind of round and contract. We're actually going to inhale as we round. So I want you to think of expanding through the back of the rib cage there, like really open up the back. And then exhale and come tall. Compress and narrow. Inhale, expand, but this time expand through the back body. And then exhale, sit tall, compress and narrow. So I want you to keep doing that. We tend to have about 20% of our lungs that aren't working, and that's specifically the back of the rib cage. We tend to breathe either towards our mid rib cage or our upper chest. We forget about back breathing, so really expand your back and then up and down. So at your own pace, inhale, round and contracting. Exhale, sitting tall, narrowing. Okay, keep that going. So yes, we're starting with a lot of breath here because the breath is so vitally important to opening the body. We want to relax those muscles so they're less tense for the movement that we're going to do. Even though the movements might not be extreme in these episodes, they're purposeful. And that's what I'm really all about, is creating purposeful nutrition, purposeful movement for the people. Okay. All the way back up. And let's try that one more time. Again, inhale and expand through the back body. And exhale, come back to center. Good. We're just going to try some gentle movements with twisting now. So inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, twist. Okay, just while you're seated here, inhale back to center. Exhale, twist. Imagine that you're a washcloth. You fill it up with water in the center, and you exhale, and you twist and bring out your breath. Back to center, and exhale. Now let's keep it a little gentle on the shoulders. So just as you twist right outside that knee and the right arm reaches back. Okay, same thing, just kind of down. They don't have to be completely strong and open, just relax. Switch to the other side. The right hand is outside the left knee. And the left hand is reaching behind you. Inhale and exhale. So these movements are gentle. We're not looking for heavy strain on the shoulders or the neck or anything like that. Now I want you to continue just kind of sweeping side to side. And this is actually going to get a little bit faster, but I want you to feel as though you've got empty coat sleeves and you're just swinging. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck and the spine, but stay tall and let those arms swing just right over the knees. And then slowly back to center. We're going to take the hands back on the knees, readjust, reset up, get that spine nice and tall, ground down through those sit bones into the stool. Inhale, fill up all the way through the rib cage like we've been working in that. Exhale, and just gently allow your body to fold. Anytime your back starts to round forward is just fine, so just let yourself hang forward. Roll back up. Sit up tall, inhale, and exhale, cascade forward. So we're not pulling ourselves down. I'm not really pulling here. I'm allowing my body to drape forward. Roll back up. Let's try that a couple more times. Inhale and exhale, hold. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, fold. And hold here. Let the hands come inside the legs, okay? And you're going to let your head hang all the way down. So let gravity pull the crown of the head down, releasing tension in the head and the neck. Inhale and exhale. And move a little side to side here, inside the hips, just getting a little bit of a hip opener. That's what's so great about deep squatting, is you get a nice big hip opening stretch in these deep squats. And did you know that deep squatting is really beneficial for if you have any motility issues, such as constipation or just trouble eliminating in general? This is actually the most conducive human movement or human position for you to be in if you are going to eliminate. So just being in this position can actually move things along. So can you pause the video at any time? Use the restroom, that's just fine. I'll always be here when you come back. Slowly come back up. Now let's relax those hips that have been kind of hanging open and just take one leg down and then the other leg down. And just find a comfortable position for the knees to kind of hang down and for you to sit tall. Just some gentle arm circles here. Inhale and exhale. So let your breath build the movement. As you inhale, the arms up, you expand through the chest. And as you exhale, you keep that expansion with the shoulders relaxed down. One more, inhale. And exhale. So the feet come back up to the floor now. And they're wide apart. But we're just going to begin to drop one knee inward. Kind of shifting our body to the right. You might look over towards the right and then come back to center and shift that other knee down, okay? This is just gentle rotations in the hips. As you get stronger, we might be able to do these as the episodes move on, down on the floor. Because just this act of moving side to side and really getting that hip to relax, maybe as the knee comes in, the low back broadens, so you're able to kind of stretch that low back a little bit. Make sure you're breathing with this. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Good. Now just stretch your legs out one at a time. Just one leg first, just kind of leaning over that right leg. And come back up. And leaning over the left leg, supporting yourself with the right leg. Good. We're going to gently take the knees down to the floor. If you have any knee issues, maybe just start with one at a time, or you can go back into that deep squat if the knee is too stiff for you to bring down to the floor. That elevation of the stool really helps you to be able to sit in a comfortable kneeling position without a lot of pressure. That is, if you don't have any knee issues. So pay attention to that. Do what you can, and then come out of it when you need to. If you're here, reach forward just a little bit, maybe fingertips to the floor if you can, and tuck those toes under, okay? All 10 toes. On this side, 5 toes, and on this side. And why I say all 10 toes is because sometimes if you just tuck your toes under, you won't really get all 10 of them. Sometimes that little pinky toe will be hanging out. So you really want to make sure that all 10 toes are working here. We're stretching the feet. If you ever have any issues with plantar fasciitis, we're stretching those feet out and getting a good strength and security. So what I'd like you to do is make sure just that if you look down or if you touch your heel, they're straight up and down, not falling out to the side, okay? So if you can't quite touch them, just kind of look down and go, yeah, they're straight up and down. So that's what we're looking for. Inhale, lift the collarbone, lift the chest, expand the rib cage. Exhale, soften into the seat there. We're keeping that length, but we're also softening into each pose, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. While we're here doing one of my favorite neck exercises, which I just recently posted a video about. So if you have any neck, text neck, or you're texting forward, or your computer at all the time, this will actually help to open up that. So while we're here, we're going to stretch the neck. So it's as simple as these few movements roped together. I'd like you to reach your right shoulder towards the right ear. And once you do that, you're going to take the shoulder back. You're going to tip the head back, lifting the chin. And bring your right ear even closer to that right shoulder. Look up towards the left. Hold it there for 2 counts. You feel that contraction. There may even be some cramping there, so take your time. We're going to come out the way we came in. So we're going to tip the head over to the other side. Relax the shoulder down. Let it come forward, and let the head come forward. So what we did there is we contracted all the muscles of the neck and shoulder, and then we relaxed them in the reverse manner. Bring your head back up. Let's try the other side. If at any time your feet get tired of stretching, just let the tops of the feet come back down. Let's go to the other side. So you're going to have that left shoulder come up. The left shoulder goes back. The head tips back slightly. Left ear towards that left shoulder. And like a tight contraction there. We look up to the ceiling. Oh, everything's tight. Let's loosen it up. So you can bring that head back over to the other side. And the shoulder drops down. The shoulder comes forward. The head comes forward. And we hold here and breathe. And then slowly come back up. Oh, feels really good. We're coming off the stool now. So we'll set that off to the side. We're just going to have a comfortable seat on the floor. So any way you would like to, but mainly we're going to be starting in a position where the knees are up in front of us. And we're going to post ourselves with just our hands behind us, dropping the knees to the right and dropping the knees to the left. Now this is a very gentle way of what we were doing on the stool. And eventually we'll progress this a little bit more, having our heels a little closer. But right now we're just looking for a little massage of the hips against the floor, as well as just some hip mobility side to side, okay? Inhale and exhale. Now if it's too much for you to be up on your hands, helping yourself in this position, you can actually just really challenge your core a little bit and just keep the arms kind of out of the way, but rock those legs side to side. So just pick what level's right for you. Then we're going to stay on one side. So here, let me back up. So here I'm kind of sitting side saddle. That's what I call side saddle. And I'm going to just kind of place my left hand down. My right arm's going to go up and over and just kind of stretch and lean over that right hand. So what I'm doing is I'm opening my chest, and then I'm closing my chest as I look down towards my hand, my left hand on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back over, grab a hold of that right ankle with the right hand. The left arm comes up and over. Okay, so we're getting a nice big side stretch. Deep breath in, long breath out. And same thing here, collapsing slightly forward, opening up. Collapsing slightly forward, exhaling, compressing. Inhale, expanding the lungs. One more. So again, the sides of the waist, what we're working here are very dormant areas for many of us. We hold a lot of tension there. Again, we create stagnation for the organs. So we're just trying to open those up a little bit. Then I'd like you to just fold forward over that front leg. That front leg is still bent in front of you. You're just kind of hanging out. You might be up on the fingertips. You might come down to the elbows. You might lay yourself all the way out, depending on your flexibility. In whatever position, just kind of start to shift side to side. Let the hips open naturally with natural pulsation movement with your breath. Purposeful pulsations. And then slowly come up. Let's move to the other side. So side saddle on the other side. Sitting tall. Deep breath in. We're going to start with that right hand on the floor, left arm up and over. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it. We're going to round. Come back up. Just up nice and tall. Exhale over. Round, looking towards that right hand. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. And one more. Inhale and up. Good. Same thing to the other side. So you're going to hold the left wrist with the left hand. That right arm is going to reach up. And then we exhale over. And then gently allow that chest to fold. Feel that yummy stretch in the back. And then open up. And just stay here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen up. So really create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen up. One more. Just because it feels so good. All the way back up. Good. And let's take our little relaxing pulsations forward. So fingertips or elbows or all the way out. Whatever you prefer here. Just shifting side to side. Finding wherever that stretches in the hips. Sometimes those hips get really tight. So we're just allowing the body to stretch forward here and open up that sleepy area of the hip. Use your breath with your movement. Good. From this position, it might be nice just to reach forward and shift into all fours. But if that's too much for you, just make your own way to all fours, okay? I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see me here. So in all fours, we're just going to be moving forward and back in a kind of a hips to heels position, okay? So inhale, look forward, drop the belly, and exhale, round your back. Again, find that breath into the back as you sink hips to heels. Inhale, forward, neutral spine, just letting the belly hang, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale, hips to heels. I want you to hold here for one breath. So inhale, fill up the back body. And now on your exhale, shift forward. And relax the belly. Okay, open mouth, exhale. So inhale, round back. Now we've reversed our breath. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Stretch your back body. And then exhale, compress the breath out, let the belly hang. Inhale. Think about that back body stretching right around that mid-back with your breath. And then exhale. Just natural, organic movement here. Rounding back. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And again, organic movement just means what feels natural to you. So right now, if it feels good, maybe just shift your hips side to side. You can even look over towards your left ankle and then maybe towards your right ankle. Really getting just that nice, natural, purposeful movement to the body. Okay, and then we'll slowly come down to the floor. So we're going to move down now onto our belly. It'll be a little harder to see me down here, so I'll try to stay back. If you're not comfortable on your belly, then try to do some work. Just seated breath work once again is fine. You may be feeling fatigued at this point, supporting yourself on all fours. But if not, come down to your belly. Or just simply come down to your belly, because the first place we're going to go is just a resting position before we do a little exercise. So it's what I call alligator pose or crocodile pose. You're going to just have your elbows out to the side and your hands stacked together. You're going to lay your head down on your hands, okay? We're relaxing the body here, just basically laying on our belly, laying your forehead on your hands. And let everything kind of melt into the floor, okay? So just breathing there. I'm going to talk you through this as you're on your belly. Your back body, inhale, feel it rise. So we're filling up the back body just like we were before. And then exhale, let your belly soften against the floor. Inhale, expand across your rib cage. Exhale, let everything soften against the floor. Just keep your head relaxed down. Inhale, expand, lengthen your spine, lengthen through the tailbone, and then exhale, everything soft, a slight contraction with the abdominals. Inhale once again, lengthen, expand, lift the back body, and then exhale. So imagine your back like a wave on the ocean. It rises and your breath comes into the back, and then it relaxes like the wave coming onto the sand. So try a few of those. Now on to our next exercise, or you can continue breathing just in that position. Otherwise, we're going to bring our hands alongside the body, just rest them down. Your forehead rests down. Every time you take that breath in through the back body, lift the shoulders and the heart off of the mat. You just leave those hands relaxed against the floor. But just squeeze shoulders back and then lower down. Now keep your gaze down at the floor as you lift here, so that you're not straining or pinching the back of the neck by looking forward. Just keep your gaze straight down. Inhale, rise. Hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Hold, squeeze shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Hold, squeeze shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Then one more. Inhale, rise. Hold, squeeze shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Then to bring yourself back up, you might roll onto one side, or you can press your hands onto the floor underneath your shoulders and shift back to that hips to heels. Let your forehead rest down here and breathe. If your arms are fatigued, bend your elbows or bring them alongside your body. And relax. So even here, create that breath across the back body, up into the upper back. Imagine it lifting, expanding, maybe even slightly rounding to get all that full breath up in there. And then let everything relax and exhale and soften. Slowly come up. So when we do that back breathing, you may actually feel a lot of muscles in the back stretching. It's a really good thing. We tend to, like I said, not get a full deep breath and use all of our lungs capacity. And a lot of it has to do with not using the back. So let's work on that and keep that going, because over time that's going to create a lot more oxygen for the cells of the body, a lot more restorative rejuvenation and regeneration of new healthy cells too. Finally, we're moving down onto our back. I'm going to adjust the camera just slightly so we can see the mat, because we're coming down onto our back for a little more relaxation work. So start by bending the knees, and a nice gentle way to roll down to your back is to hold the back of the leg, round slowly. You can pull one leg with you as you go to just gently set you down here, and then both legs in. And we're just going to rock side to side. We may actually do some just gentle rock side to side with our feet on the floor, just kind of rocking the hips. You might place your hands on your abdomen and just feel, I can't see it very well, so can we turn this way? Just place your hands on your abdomen and just feel your breath while you're shifting side to side. Yeah? So opening the arms into a T and letting them relax here. Let's open the feet a little wider. And just like we did previously when we were on the stool and on the floor, we have our feet wide, our knees wide, and we're going to drop them to one side. and then over to the other side. Yeah. And so these are just gentle little windshield wipers, okay? You're just windshield wiping the knees side to side. Again, this is just purposeful movement. We want our hips, our feet, our knees to be able to go in different planes of motion. And the more we do movements like this, even though they're not strenuous to some people, they're very basic human movements that need to stay a part of our everyday life. Inhale and exhale. Finally, over to the other side. Good. And then just gently hugging one knee in, possibly lengthening the other leg out, but you don't have to. You can keep it bent. And then switching. Inhale and exhale. We'll bring the feet back up. We're going to widen them quite a bit and let the knees drop into each other. What this is doing is broadening the low back. So we're creating a nice broad low back, stretching and releasing any nerves that are tight in there. As well, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, okay? And then release it, okay? So just hands on your hips. Just make a little tuck with your tail and then release. Inhale and exhale. So again, you can feel the release in that low back. If you've got really harsh lower back or really tight issues going on in the hips and the low back, you're going to really like this. It's going to release all that tension. Now, you can stay here. This is a nice, comfortable, and well-manageable place for the hips and knees and that broad space of the low back for breathing and breath support. But if you'd like to relax further, I invite you to stretch your legs out and then create that little relaxation with the legs of falling apart, falling. Your palms can come down by your side, palms facing up, or you can rest them on your abdomen, whatever's comfortable for you. Now the next place we're going to go here is back to our breath to finalize our relaxation and to really get that purposeful restoration. So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, relaxing the shoulders down into the floor, relaxing the head and the neck, letting everything dissolve, total dissolution here. Imagining the legs becoming heavier, the muscles around the lips, the eyes, everything softening. Just enjoying being on your time, on your space, and allowing this created space for restoration, for just pausing in your day, for just giving yourself a few moments. We're still going to do some therapy here, even in this restorative position. So we're going to do something called a 4-4-6-2 breath. Okay? And just keeping your eyes closed, keeping your body relaxed, I'll be guiding you through this. Okay? So relaxing on the floor, you're still lying on your back. What it's going to sound like is just the sound of my voice. I'm just going to be guiding you through this specific breath pattern. So just listen for my voice, keep yourself relaxed, and stay with me. On your inhale, I'm going to count to 4, and you're going to hold that breath for 4. And your exhale will be 6 counts, and then you'll hold for 2. So this is what it's going to sound like. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 1, 2, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 1, 2, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Return to a natural breath. Should feel very relaxed after that breath pattern. It's a great tool for helping you fall asleep. It's a great tool for restoring your psyche throughout the day, calming your anxiety, calming your nervous system. Anytime you have an exhale that's longer than your inhale, you're calming the nervous system. You're creating that rest and digest versus the fight or flight. With your natural breath, start to take natural movements, maybe stretching the arms overhead, pointing the toes, flexing and contracting the fingers, and then eventually a natural roll onto one side to help you come back up. Find that comfortable seated position or anything that just helps you create a long spine, good space for breath. You might hold onto your knees here. And just finish out with a feeling of gratitude. That feeling of, I did something for my body that was purposeful. It didn't have to be a hard, intense workout. It didn't have to be a killer class. It didn't have to be long and arduous. It just had to be purposeful and keeping this natural rhythm of my body healing and restoring all the time rather than breaking down. So thank you for joining me on episode number 1 of hopefully many of these to come. I'd also like to thank you for being a patron of my Patreon page. I greatly appreciate you guys, and my plan is to put many, many, many videos and recipes and tips and tricks and meal plans and all kinds of fun stuff for you to keep motivated, to keep moving forward and progressing in your journey of health. Each one of us are on a different journey, but I'm hopeful that this page and this community that I'm building will be something where we can help each other and we can keep inspiring, and I can keep helping you progress just like I want to progress. So thank you for being a part of this, and you know what? Have a really healthy day.